Moses Itauma.
At age 19, he is undefeated as a professional wrestler. Here is the reigning and defending WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Moses Itauma!
And Agit Kabayel.
Massive win for this man here against Zhilei.
Large crochet droit. Uppercut qui est arrivé. Il est touché. Et c'est looking for.
Cannot miss. Cannot miss. Great shot. The body shot again.
The body shot to go as Mahmoudov. An experienced.
These are the two next big things in heavyweight boxing. Both are known for their quick knockouts,
Agit Kabayel.
dazzling punches, and ferocious body shots that dismantle opponents' internal organs.
Start of this fight, and he cannot fend his man off, and the referee is going to stop it, and rightly so. That was taken.
But what would happen if the two beasts came face to face?
Well, we've just about got.
Will the young British boxer stand victorious, or will the German warrior be the last man standing?
Agit Kabayel!
To understand the unimaginable skill set these two fighters possess, you first need to take a look at their fighting style.
The speed, the precision, and the power, all with the Itauma, who does it in double quick.
This is Fighting as Art. Let's go! Moses Itauma and Dempsey McKeen fought each other on December 21, 2024 in Riyadh.
Brought to you by Riyadh Season and
The British talent was on a winning spree, with a streak of 10-0 that included mostly knockouts.
All with the Itauma, who does it in double quick time.
Meanwhile, Dempsey McKeen is a 6'6" giant who is known for his aggression and KOs.
Inside.
Despite being the underdog in this match, Dempsey was not going down so easily, but he was about to find out why Moses Itauma is called the Retching Ball.
Hold himself to the higher echelon. So good. A tall, decent man.
The match begins, and Dempsey tries to mount pressure on Moses.
Defeat to Philip Ergovic. He's had a lot of training in Australia. The sparring with Jai and others. He's confident of causing an upset. He's got a decent.
He's ridiculous talent. The variation, the speed, taller Dempsey McKeen. He's got a longer reach also.
The ability, the speed of shot from Itauma.
Yeah, and the angle and the variety that he has when he dip his shoulder and punching it up with angle, little shovel shot.
With just a minute into the round, Moses sees an opening, and he rarely misses.
You've got to be careful there, 'cause that body.
A devastating left hook catches Dempsey right on the back of his head, and he goes to the ground. However, Dempsey quickly gets back up, beating the count, and acts as if nothing happened, but the damage has been done. Suddenly, this happens. A ferocious left hook catches Dempsey on the face, and he gets knocked out cold. Moses wins the fight in just 2 minutes, taking his winning streak to 11 with no losses. This fight proved that Moses doesn't care, even if you are bigger than him.
You give us that.
The way that he is taking out.
But Agit Kabayel is a completely different beast.
Agit Kabayel!
On May 18, 2024, Agit Kabayel fought the Cuban Flash, Frank Sanchez, a 6'4" heavyweight champion who can put anyone's fuse out in a flash.
For the second time. And
But Agit Kabayel is no stranger to knocking out big people. Round 1 begins with Agit going on straight offense.
like this from Kabayel. I feel the winner of this fight needs to grab hold of the toe of the fight. Economical style doesn't waste much. So it's down to
Heavyweight division, it's been so top-heavy over the years. Nice right hand from Sanchez.
A great job.
lead from Kabayel. Then he can fire that uppercut.
Sanchez sits.
The first round ended with Frank having a slight edge over Agit, but that was about to change quickly.
Catching around the outskirts of the ring for too long. I feel he's trying to get back to the centre of the ring. Now space behind him. Oh, good right uppercut. That was a lovely shot. Doesn't need to be.
Shots coming back.
Now with right hand Sanchez.
Listen, don't let him lull you to sleep. He's one straight left or one straight right hand from him.
Sanchez, I don't think there's any need to be here. He is quite nimble for a big guy.
That backed him off.
That's the body. Kabayel.
Deontay Wilder with that right hand throw. Oh, nice right from Kabayel.
After a devastating round two, Frank knew that he was not supposed to be here.
Frank Sanchez, Eddie Reynoso, so the trainer for Canelo Alvarez. Deontay.
I thought he was going to mount and push me back.
He almost allowed Makhmudov to tire himself. But there is just a feeling.
From the native of Germany, but of Kurdish descent, Agit. Good low shot.
By round four, Frank was already out of breath, and things only got worse for him from here on.
It just seems like Sanchez lifting it off the canvas.
You have all the boxing ability, but if you can't move, you can't land the shots you want to land.
He's not able to establish the jab whatsoever because of this.
See Sanchez walking backwards. I hope they're thinking he was running backwards on a treadmill.
Just move around every time.
I just think that the natural way that Kabayel likes to fight, this is his bread and butter. Really, really strong Sanchez.
Miraculously, both fighters survived 6 rounds despite their aggressive punches. But nobody knew it would change in just a couple of minutes.
Kabayel looks a headache for anybody in the heavyweight. And all of a sudden, Kabayel can see that right hand come from a mile away. We were talking about how close.
These body shots had damaged Frank's gut, and then it took only one punch to the solar plexus to defeat the undefeatable.
The one at the end, it was like a stabbing jab to the body, right in the solar plexus. Fantastic shot.
What a performance.
Agit continued his winning streak and became the new WBC Continental Americas champion.
WBC Continental Americas and ABO Heavyweight Champion Agit Kabayel.
But if you talk about dominance, just take a look at what Moses did to the Polish boxer Marius Wach on July 27, 2024. Marius had an impressive record of 20 knockouts in his 36 fights, but Moses was on a different level with no losses and a winning streak of 9. In the starting round, Marius towered over Moses and tried to use his height advantage.
He worried Vladimir Klitschko's record this if he gets this guy out.
You'll notice about how good Itauma is. I'm just looking far away before this opponent of his.
I'll be able to do all. It's quite plain to see that Wach is really loaded on a bit of weight over the...
I don't know, there's maybe not a scientific reason for this, but I always feel like the guy's a lot of kind of flubber around. Might be the case here tonight, who knows?
By the end of this first round, it looked like the giant was a dwarf in front of Moses Itauma.
Counter's really good, you know, Tembo.
In round 2, Moses came at Marius with more aggression because he wanted to finish the fight quickly.
Following 5 years, a long time in his career, since he's won 5 fights since then.
At a point, he was probably seen a bit of a gatekeeper.
He's only won 5 fights since then.
At a point, he was probably seen as a bit of a gatekeeper for level.
Yeah.
I'd say at this stage of his career, he's probably a gatekeeper European level. But again, like we've said, I think if Moses Itauma, that was a lovely shot. If he can...
Suddenly, the hound was unleashed.
I think it's a statement.
Any majors, but again the speed to the full effect. Again switching head to body, and Wach is forced to up on the ropes here.
And that was what was really good about that combat. Student of the game, like always use his dream.
He isn't in a hurry. I want a step-by-step approach, he said. And Wach was a little open. Down the
A devastating right hook sent the giant to the canvas. However, Marius quickly gets back up to save the fight. But Moses goes all out.
He might end this before. And there's been the look of genuine fear in the eyes of Wach since the start of this fight, and he cannot fend his man off, and the referee stopped it, and rightly so. That was taken.
With not being able to defend himself and no counterattack in sight, the referee steps in to save Marius and stops the match before he is put to eternal sleep.
Like we've said this, it really was a statement. To win this.
But Moses is not the only one who is known for taking out giants in a matter of minutes.
A little bit more concerned after watching that.
And he's made blasé statements, does he?
Agit Kabayel faced off against the Chinese giant on February 22nd, 2025. Zhang was one of the best Chinese boxers who held the WBO heavyweight championship from 2023 to 2024. In April 2025, he was ranked as the 7th best fighter, but you can't compete with the one on top. The size difference between the two heavyweight fighters was clearly noticeable, and Zhang took on a more offensive approach, which will eventually cost him.
Zhang's power. Kabayel possesses some terror.
But Agit went on the offense straight away in round 2.
Zhilei Zhang to red boots from Barkovich. Punches from Zhilei Zhang. He work again from the German, which is impressive.
It's all investment in there for the later on.
Already a gasp of breath from the big man from China.
Elbow sucked in.
Took the step on the eye there. Zhang really clever. Take up step on top. Uppercut and a nice little combo.
Power, but it's heating up nicely, this.
And I see something.
In round 3, the Chinese giant started to fall apart.
It's an underdog.
More aggression again. We are working the body really, really well now.
They're going to drop Zhang. What are they going to do? This fight goes past 4 rounds.
Times, but he sort of ran a puff, didn't he?
I'll tell you what, if he can drop those punches by about 4 inches, Zhang, they're right on the butt. Kabayel's taking them out, but they had him pin on the head.
Trying his best to cover up to avoid the shots.
I think this is good work from Kabayel. He's standing his ground, and he feels that he can overpower.
The build-up, he's standing his ground and trying to push him in.
Exactly what you said, Barry. He's
trying to come back. But it's persistent and stubborn.
Typically German as well. Economical, in your face, high guard, works the variation in every department in this sport.
Reddening around the stomach. The Zhilei Zhang who weighed in at 208.
By the start of the 4th round, it was clear that Zhang was now noticing the damage to his gut, and he was not just holding on. The aggression was now replaced with survival.
Tough guy in the fight anyway, Joseph Parker, but it's not an easy night.
Everyone commended.
But none of the fighters wanted to give up.
Manny trying to impose himself. Fantastic work in the ring. Right, the first man to halt.
But then the unexpected happened. A sudden left hook took Agit Kabayel off guard, and he fell to the ground.
Shipping punishment here.
But Agit quickly gets back up to stop the count. And now it's time to finish the match.
Best. Zhang in real trouble.
Kabayel looks solid feet for now.
How much is that taking on?
Pace and power.
Kabayel
Tried the threat by getting really quite close, and he was just at arm's length. It's good work again from Zhang.
And that was a little open. Down to the right. Down to the right. And he's got.
What would happen if the two decide to go toe-to-toe with each other? Itauma, the 19-year-old British warrior, is a prodigy. Despite being only 20 years old, Moses Itauma has made a significant impact on the world. His first fight was in 2023, where he defeated Marcel Bode in just 23 seconds.
Have a seat shot for Marcel.
He has fought 13 fights and won 11 of them with knockouts, while only 2 have been won with judges' decisions. Riyadh is his playground, And that's where he won the WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. And also the WBA International Championship.
Heavyweight champion, Moses Itauma!
Moses depends on his fast punches, quick sidesteps, and brutal knockouts.
Yes, indeed.
But there's one thing. Moses may have all the belts and the fame. But one thing he doesn't have is experience. And Agit Kabayel has a lot of it. He is 33 years old with 26 professional fights and has never lost a single one of them. He has a 70% knockout ratio and won 8 matches by decision. Agit is known for his relentless gut punches. He has already won the European Heavyweight Championship, WBC Continental Americas, WBA Intercontinental, WBA NABO, WBC NABF, and WBC Interim Heavyweight titles. He has won everything that is out there. Now, if these two behemoths clash in a future match, it is most likely that Moses will dominate the starting rounds. His young muscles and stamina will give him the upper hand, but as the rounds pass, the weight will shift. Agit will start to dominate once the young blood wears out. Agit can easily withstand a barrage of punches, but Moses is not used to this. He is always looking to quickly end his fights. That is why he will have a hard time against the German boxer. But Agit would need to keep an eye on Moses' left hook, because even with low force, if landed correctly, it can knock him out cold. However, if both the fighters survive the battle of youth versus experience, Agit might be the one coming out on top, thanks to his stamina and toughness. But it is still uncertain whether Moses will lose, because this sport can have the biggest upsets.